Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden beyond the familiar landscapes we see every day? Beyond the cities and towns, beyond the highways and suburbs, there are places so spectacular, so awe-inspiring that they almost defy belief. Today we embark on an extraordinary journey, a visual odyssey across the planet to discover its most breathtaking, mysterious and enchanting wonders. From towering mountains that scrape the heavens to hidden islands untouched by time, from forests older than humanity to deserts painted in surreal colors by nature's own hand, this journey will reignite your sense of wonder and leave you dreaming of distant horizons. Stay until the very end, because the final destinations we explore may just transform how you see the world and yourself. Let's begin. We start high, at the rooftop of the world, among the planet's most majestic mountains. Here, nature's strength is palpable, carved by time and tested by the elements. Towering at 8,848 meters above sea level, Mount Everest stands as the ultimate symbol of human ambition. Yet Everest is more than a summit. It is a spiritual journey for the Sherpa people. It is the final goal for climbers who risk everything to stand atop the world. Below Everest, the Khumbu Valley teems with life. Buddhist monasteries, prayer flags fluttering in the wind, yaks carrying supplies through ancient trails. Climbing Everest is not just about reaching the top. It's about the transformation you undergo along the way. In the heart of Europe, the Matterhorn's pyramid-shaped peak cuts dramatically into the sky. Unlike Everest's vastness, the Alps offer intimate, drama-rolling green meadows, charming villages like Zermatt, and cable cars that transport travelers into a world of eternal snow. The Alps are where adrenaline meets beauty, a landscape for climbers, skiers, and dreamers alike. Patagonia, Fitzroy and Torres del Paine. At the southern tip of South America, Patagonia offers a wilder, rawer beauty. Fitzroy, standing proudly in Argentina's Los Glaciares National Park, is considered one of the most difficult mountains to climb, its sheer granite faces gleaming pink in the sunrise. Nearby in Chile, Torres del Paine rises like a cathedral of stone. Blue glaciers crack and groan, herds of guanacos roam freely, and condors glide effortlessly above craggy cliffs. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. The crown of Africa, Kilimanjaro is a lone giant rising from the plains. Trekking Kilimanjaro is a journey through multiple worlds. Lush rainforest at the base, moorland dotted with strange giant groundsels, alpine desert higher up, and finally the Arctic chill of the glaciated summit. It is a climb not only of altitude but of the soul. The Himalayas beyond Everest. While Everest captures the headlines, the greater Himalayas offer countless wonders, Annapurna's deadly beauty, Kangchenjunga's remote mystery, the sacred peaks of Bhutan like Jomolhari, revered for their divine energy. The Canadian Rockies. Stretching across Alberta and British Columbia, the Canadian Rockies are a symphony of towering peaks, deep turquoise lakes and sprawling ice fields. Lake Louise, framed by Victoria Glacier, is so vivid it seems photoshopped. Yet it's real and even more stunning in person. Moraine Lake's Valley of the Ten Peaks reflects a landscape sculpted by millennia of glaciers. The Andes, South America's backbone. Running the spine of an entire continent, the Andes are a world of extremes. In Peru, Machu Picchu nestles like a forgotten jewel among cloud forests and rugged peaks. In Bolivia, the Cordillera Real guards secrets in its icy embrace, and in Patagonia, glaciers flow directly into the ocean, a dance of ice and water at the end of the world. Japan's Mount Fuji. Graceful, symmetrical, and deeply sacred, Mount Fuji is perhaps the most iconic mountain in Asia. Pilgrims and tourists alike climb its slopes in the summer months, hoping to catch sunrise from the summit, a phenomenon known as goraiko, a moment so powerful it is said to cleanse the soul. New Zealand's Southern Alps. On the South Island of New Zealand, the Southern Alps rise sharply from green valleys and mirror-like lakes. Mount Cook, or Aoraki, is the highest peak, a challenge for climbers and a muse for poets and dreamers. Here, glaciers carve valleys of impossible beauty, and fields of wild lupines bloom along turquoise rivers. Mount Elbrus. Russia, the highest peak in Europe, Mount Elbrus towers above the Caucasus Mountains. A dormant volcano covered in ice and snow, Elbrus offers a stark, lonely beauty, a landscape of endless white under an ever-changing sky. Mountains are not just geological formations, they are monuments of time, endurance and beauty, guardians of secrets that only the bold dare to seek. Water, the element that shapes our world, nurtures life and carves the deepest wonders into Earth's surface. Today, we dive into the lakes, rivers and waterfalls that seem too magical to be real. Victoria Falls, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Known to the local people as Mosiwatunya, the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls is the largest sheet of falling water in the world. Standing on the edge of the cliffs, the roaring sound fills the air and mist soaks you within minutes. Rainbows arc across the chasm on sunny days, painting the sky. During the full flood season, the entire Zambezi River plunges more than 100 meters, creating an awe-inspiring sight that must be seen to be believed. Angel Falls, Venezuela. Hidden deep within Venezuela's Canaima National Park, Angel Falls tumbles from the summit of a tabletop mountain called Tepuy. It's the highest uninterrupted waterfall on Earth, plunging nearly a kilometer down into the jungle below. Reaching Angel Falls is an adventure in itself, involving river journeys, jungle hikes and small planes flying through misty canyons. Iguazu Falls, Argentina and Brazil. Imagine a waterfall so massive that it stretches across nearly 3 kilometers. That's Iguazu Falls. Comprising 275 individual cascades, it is a mesmerizing panorama of power and beauty. The heart of the falls, called the Devil's Throat, sends towering clouds of spray skyward as torrents of water plunge into the abyss below. Lake Baikal, Russia. Located in Siberia, Lake Baikal is not only the world's deepest lake, plunging more than 1,600 meters, but also one of the oldest and clearest. In winter, the frozen surface becomes a dreamscape of crystalline ice riddled with intricate patterns. Underneath the ice, life thrives: seals, tiny shrimp, and unique fish found nowhere else on Earth. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. A living symphony of water, Plitvice features 16 terraced lakes connected by cascades and waterfalls, all varying in color from emerald green to azure blue. Boardwalks allow visitors to stroll directly over shimmering waters, past moss-covered rocks and secret grottos. Each season transforms the park into a new world: vibrant greens in spring, golden hues in autumn, and a frozen fairy tale in winter. Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, Canada. Two gems nestled within Banff National Park. Lake Louise's turquoise waters, fed by glacial melt, shimmer beneath towering peaks and the Victoria Glacier. Moraine Lake, with its stunning shade of blue, lies in the Valley of the Ten Peaks. a place so breathtaking it was once featured on Canada's $20 bill. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Set against a backdrop of forested mountains, Lake Bled is a scene from a dream. In the middle of the lake sits a tiny island with a picturesque church, accessible only by a traditional Pletner boat. Legend says that ringing the church bell will make your wish come true. The Amazon River, South America. The Amazon River system flows through the largest rainforest on Earth, nurturing a vast array of life. From pink river dolphins to elusive jaguars, its waters stretch so wide that in some places you can no longer see the opposite bank. Flooded forests, giant lily pads, and remote indigenous communities make the Amazon a world like no other. The Nile River, Africa. The Nile, the lifeline of ancient civilizations. Flowing over 6,600 kilometers, the Nile has nourished Egypt's lush riverbanks for millennia. Cruising down the Nile, past ancient temples like Luxor and Karnak, is like sailing through the pages of history. Havasu Falls, USA. Hidden within the Grand Canyon, Havasu Falls is a secret oasis. The water's surreal turquoise hue comes from high concentrations of calcium carbonate, which coats the waterfalls and pools in glistening white rock. Reaching Havasu requires a 10-mile trek through rugged desert terrain, but the reward is a slice of paradise. Gullfoss, Iceland. In a land of ice and fire, Gullfoss, the Golden Falls, is one of Iceland's most iconic waterfalls. As the Hvita River plunges into a rugged canyon, mist rises into the air, often creating brilliant rainbows. In winter, the falls freeze partially, creating a glittering, otherworldly landscape. Niagara Falls, USA and Canada. One of the world's most famous natural attractions, Niagara's sheer volume and proximity to major cities make it a must-visit for millions each year. Whether viewed from the decks of the Maid of the Mist boat or from high above on the Skylon Tower, Niagara's thunderous roar and shimmering mists are unforgettable. While not a lake or river in the traditional sense, Pamukkale's stunning white travertine terraces, filled with mineral-rich thermal waters, form a staircase of natural infinity pools cascading down a hillside. Ancient people built the city of Hierapolis above it, drawn by its healing waters. Lake Natron, Tanzania. A blood-red lake whose salty waters turn flamingos into ghostly statues. Despite its eerie appearance, Lake Natron is a vital breeding ground for lesser flamingos, who thrive in the hostile environment where few predators dare venture. Each of these waterscapes is a testament to Earth's power to carve, shape, and nurture beauty beyond imagination. When we think of deserts, we often imagine endless barren sand, but deserts are far more than lifeless wastelands. They are landscapes of ancient mystery, subtle beauty, and silent, powerful grandeur. The Sahara Desert, Africa. The Sahara, the world's largest hot desert, stretches across 11 countries and covers nearly 10% of Africa. Its dunes can tower over 180 meters high, immense mountains of sand shaped and shifted by the winds. But hidden among the vastness are treasures. The breathtaking dunes of Erg Chebi in Morocco, where the sunrise turns sand into molten gold. The ancient rock art of Tassili N'Ajjer in Algeria, depicting life thousands of years ago when this desert was once a lush savanna. The shimmering oasis of Siwa, Egypt, where date palms sway beside ancient salt lakes and mud brick villages preserve ancient ways of life. The Namib Desert, Namibia. The Namib is considered the oldest desert on Earth, enduring for at least 55 million years. Its landscape is surreal. The towering, fiery red dunes of Sossusvlei, some of the highest in the world, are an ocean of sand frozen in time. Deadvlei, a white clay pan, holds the haunting skeletons of acacia trees, dead for centuries yet perfectly preserved in the dry air. Where the desert meets the sea at the skeleton coast, fog shrouds shipwrecks half buried in the sands, a reminder of nature's dominance over human ambition. The Atacama Desert, Chile. The driest non-polar desert on Earth, parts of the Atacama have not seen rain in recorded history. Yet this seemingly barren land holds extraordinary beauty. Moon Valley resembles an alien planet with salt-encrusted ridges, jagged cliffs and sweeping dunes. In rare rainy years, the desert bursts into life with a stunning desierto florido, or flowering desert carpeting the ground with vibrant blossoms. At night, the Atacama's clear skies create some of the best stargazing conditions on the planet, where the Milky Way shines like a river of light overhead. Wadi Rum, Jordan. Called the Valley of the Moon, Wadi Rum's landscape is a labyrinth of towering sandstone and granite rock formations, sculpted by wind and time. Its vast open spaces, vivid red sands and towering cliffs made it the perfect backdrop for films like Lawrence of Arabia and The Martian. Bedouin tribes have called this desert home for centuries, moving across the shifting sands and living in deep harmony with the land. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. The world's largest salt flat, stretching over 10,000 square kilometers, Salar de Uyuni is a blinding white expanse under the sun. After rains, a thin layer of water transforms the salt into a perfect mirror, reflecting the sky and creating an endless illusion of walking among the clouds. This dreamlike landscape has made Salar de Uyuni one of the most photographed places on Earth. The Gobi Desert, Mongolia and China. Vast and mysterious, the Gobi is a cold desert with sand dunes, bare rock plateaus and fossil-rich landscapes. It was here that the first dinosaur eggs were discovered, preserved for millions of years under layers of sand. Nomadic herders still roam the Gobi's edges, living in traditional gyrs and herding camels across the endless steppe. The White Desert, Egypt, a lesser-known treasure. Egypt's White Desert is filled with bizarre, ghostly chalk formations sculpted by millennia of sandstorms. Shaped into mushrooms, spires and alien-looking towers, the desert takes on an ethereal glow under the moonlight, transforming into a landscape that feels almost supernatural. The Empty Quarter, Arabian Peninsula. Also known as Rub al-Khali, the Empty Quarter is the largest continuous sand desert in the world. Its vast dunes shift constantly, some reaching heights of over 250 meters. Rare travelers who venture into this sea of sand encounter silence so profound it feels almost spiritual. Painted Desert, USA. In northern Arizona, the Painted Desert is a stunning landscape of banded colors, reds, oranges, purples and pinks, created by layers of sediment deposited over millions of years. The soft pastel hues glow at sunrise and sunset, making it one of the most visually unique deserts in the world. Simpson Desert, Australia, a massive sea of red sand dunes stretching across central Australia. The Simpson is crossed by 4 major tracks used by adventurous four-wheel drive travellers, leading to salt lakes, remote springs and stunning desert views. Its vastness, punctuated by ancient Aboriginal sacred sites, feels timeless. Dashta Kavir, Iran. The Great Salt Desert of Iran is a place of both beauty and danger. Its salt-crusted earth creates mesmerizing polygonal patterns, while treacherous, quicksand-like marshes called kavirs are hidden beneath seemingly solid surfaces. Yet life endures. Desert foxes, camels, and hardy plants thrive in the harsh conditions. Taklamakan Desert, China. Often called the Sea of Death, the Taklamakan is one of the largest sandy deserts in the world. Ancient Silk Road trade routes once skirted its deadly expanse, and lost cities like Lulan lie buried beneath its sands. Despite its harshness, golden poplar forests bloom along its edges, creating striking oases of color. From the fiery dunes of Namibia to the ghostly salt flats of Bolivia, deserts are places of extreme beauty and profound silence. They test survival, inspire awe, and tell stories written by wind, water, and time. To walk among the shifting sands is to walk through Earth's ancient memory, a memory both fragile and eternal. Beyond the bustling tourist hotspots and well-trodden beaches lie islands where time slows down, where nature reigns supreme, and where beauty remains untouched. These are the world's hidden paradises, places that seem almost too perfect to be real. Palawan, the Philippines. Palawan, often called the last frontier of the Philippines, is a vision of limestone cliffs, secret lagoons, and emerald seas. In El Nido and Coron, towering karst formations rise dramatically from turquoise waters, sheltering hidden beaches accessible only by kayak. Beneath the surface lies an equally mesmerizing world. Coral reefs teeming with colorful fish, sea turtles gliding through gardens of anemones, and Japanese shipwrecks from World War II lying silent on the seabed. Isle of Skye, Scotland. The Isle of Skye is a land of rugged mystery. Jagged mountains like the Cuillin Ridge pierce the sky, while rolling green hills spill into misty lochs. Fairy pools shimmer in the sunlight, and ancient stone formations like the Old Man of Storr seem pulled from ancient legends. Socotra Island, Yemen. Isolated for millions of years, Socotra is one of the most alien-looking places on Earth. Its famed dragon blood trees, with umbrella-shaped canopies, seem like something from another planet. More than a third of its plant species exist nowhere else, making it a true living laboratory of evolution. The island's beaches are pristine, its dunes blindingly white, and its caves filled with shimmering stalactites. Fernando de Noronha, Brazil. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Fernando de Noronha is an archipelago where marine life thrives. Its waters are so clear you can see turtles, manta rays, and vibrant schools of fish from the surface. Baía do Sancho, often ranked the world's best beach, is framed by dramatic cliffs and accessible only by ladder or by boat, keeping it blissfully free of crowds. Here, sunsets explode into colors across untouched horizons. Seychelles, Indian Ocean. An archipelago of 115 islands scattered across the Indian Ocean, Seychelles is the epitome of tropical paradise. Pristine beaches like Anse Source d'Argent on La Digue are framed by enormous weathered granite boulders and palm-lined shores. Underwater, coral gardens teem with life, and giant Aldabra tortoises roam freely across remote atolls. Each island feels like a lost Eden, protected fiercely to preserve its magic. Lord Howe Island, Australia. Just a 2-hour flight from Sydney lies Lord Howe Island, a tiny crescent-shaped paradise where visitor numbers are strictly limited to 400 at a time. This careful protection has preserved a near-pristine environment, lush forests, volcanic peaks, crystal-clear waters, and the world's southernmost coral reef. The air smells of frangipani and salt, and the pace of life slows to a gentle rhythm. Koh Rong, Samloem, Cambodia. Far from the bustling cities and party islands, Koh Rong Samloem offers pure tranquility. Its beaches, Saracen Bay and Lazy Beach, boast powdery white sand and water so clear they seem unreal. At night, the sea glows with bioluminescent plankton, illuminating each splash with a trail of sparkling light. Comoros Islands, Indian Ocean. Between Madagascar and Mozambique lie the Comoros, a rarely visited archipelago of volcanic islands, lush rainforests and fragrant ilang-ilang plantations. Untouched by mass tourism, Comoros offers empty beaches, vibrant markets and a deep cultural tapestry blending African, Arab and French influences. Lofoten Islands, Norway. Above the Arctic Circle, the Lofoten Islands offer dramatic landscapes where jagged peaks rise straight from deep fjords. In summer, the sun never sets, bathing the islands in endless twilight. In winter, the northern lights dance across snow-blanketed villages, creating scenes of surreal beauty. Tuamotu Archipelago, French Polynesia. Far-flung and forgotten, the Tuamotu Archipelago is a scattering of coral atolls and lagoons stretching across the Pacific. Life here moves with the tides, the wind and the stars. Villages of thatched huts line coconut-fringed shores, and the only sounds are the gentle rush of the sea and the whispering palms. São Tomé and Príncipe, Africa. Tiny islands off the west coast of Africa, São Tomé and Príncipe are cloaked in rainforest and surrounded by deserted beaches. Colonial plantations, volcanic rock towers like Pico Cao Grande, and vibrant underwater life make them a hidden gem for the truly adventurous. These islands are reminders that in a world obsessed with speed and technology, there are still places where nature rules, where silence sings, and where wonder survives untouched. To walk these shores is to step back into a world as it once was, pure, wild, and free. As we bring this unforgettable journey across planet Earth to a close, one thing becomes clear. The world is far more extraordinary, mysterious and breathtaking than we often realize. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas to the mirrored salt flats of Bolivia, from glowing plankton beaches to frozen lakes under 1,000 stars, our planet is a living masterpiece, painted in infinite colors, textures and wonders. And yet, what we have seen today is just the beginning. There are still countless hidden gems, ancient forests, secluded islands, and breathtaking landscapes waiting for the daring and the curious to discover them. If this journey inspired even a spark of wonder within you, imagine what future adventures could ignite. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking journeys across the unseen corners of the Earth. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with every new adventure. Share in the comments which place today captured your imagination the most. Where would you dream of visiting first? This is just the start of our quest to uncover the planet's greatest treasures. Thank you for traveling with us, and remember, the world is wide, wonder awaits, and the next journey is already calling. See you in the next